Hello, viewers. I'm SB.
And I'm Amabel.
Amabel, and welcome back to Thief Gold, where one of us is going to keep it fresh. I'm going to do the same boring shit over and over again, but Amabel has got you. Entertainment value wise, she is here. Map prepared by RS. Holy shit. It's like an actual map.
Yeah, this doesn't feel right.
High Priest question mark? Fucking location unknown. What is this even supposed to be? Where in the map is? Oh, that's the shape of this. He's just saying like, I don't know, the air thing, it's gonna be in there somewhere. We don't know. Alright. Steal that. Steal the first hammer from the Hammerite reliquary. It is not gonna be the first hammer. That is bullshit.
Yeah,
That is
relics generally are.
That is some tourist nonsense.
As we covered in our series on Pentiment.
Oh yeah.
Relics are generally, at least in our world, there were multiples of a thing. My favorite relic, of course, being... Wait, are we like a minute in? Are we past the advertiser threshold?
We are over 1 minute in.
So, the Holy Prepuce is like my favorite relic.
Ah, yes. You have mentioned this to me before. So, I don't think advertisers are familiar with that. That is not one of the words that the bot is looking for. So, in theory, we're dressed up as a hammer acolyte right now, right? We could just walk in the front door.
Yes.
I'm wondering if there is a way to approach from the outside, because, like, this stuff exists, but I don't see how we would get up.
Yeah.
I don't see any place where a rope arrow could, like... I guess a rope arrow could get us up there.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Yep, we're doing
This will function as a way to get out, I guess?
Yeah. I like the idea of doing a disguise. Like, that's a good way to keep these missions fresh. I'm not sure how well we're going to implement it, but...
As long as we don't do anything suspicious or get caught anywhere that an initiate is not supposed to be, in theory, we're cool, which we will not get murdered. In theory, she said. Quick save.
And I like that you can just... It seems like you just... Maybe they'll just let you, like, walk normally.
Present thy credentials, novice.
As approved by his eminence, the High Priest Markhander, we deliver unto you this novice under the standard agreement of service. This novice is sent with full status and training as such, and should serve with humility and vigor to the best of his skills. He will endure a standard 3-year contract of service, at the end of which he will be considered for indoctrination as an elevated acolyte. The novice has been instructed in the rules and strictures of the order, has sworn his warrants to be silent in his vigils, and knows to maintain the marked privacies as indicated by the standard inverted red hammer sigil. Please remit periodic evaluations of his conduct as warranted or at 6-month intervals. May the hammer fall on the unrighteous. Officially, Brother Satchelman. Okay, so the inverted red hammer sigil marks the areas we're not allowed to go to. It is worth noting at this point, because I don't know what's about to happen, that I pressed the only use button I have to open this scroll of our credentials, so I don't actually have a way to hand the thing to him. So if he gets, like, Half-Life 2 guard touchy about this, then we're just gonna have to murder a man on the front door of the temple.
Okay.
Okay, no. Good enough. Thanks, kids. Hi. I'm not stealing your tiny golden hammer. That's what I'm not doing right now. Nor would I ever. I want it so bad. That sets off an alarm, I imagine. What's this say over here? In light of the recent break-in at Crag's Cleft, all temple patrols will be doubled until further notice. Well, phooey. Anyway, we're allowed to be in here. She said, quick saving.
Yeah.
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou should well know.
But it It doesn't have an inverted... Okay. I think I might be getting hazed right now.
Foolishness proves its own punishment, but steam burns are a harsh punishment indeed.
Dolan saith the boy shall live, but may leave the order.
More foolishness. Fear never shows the true path, only the downslope to corruption.
You know, as far as the piece of religious doctrine goes, I actually like that one.
Yeah.
Have you considered that fear and shame are not good motivators for human behavior? Hammerite Compendium of Precepts, Regiments, and Rules of Conduct, Volume 12. The builder gave thou the raw stuff of thy life. Make thou a great work of it, or thou mockest his gifts. Listen, we're trying. Alright, I am working the shit out of this clay over here.
So they mentioned in the note that the thing had been doubled because of the break-in at Crag's Cleft. Crag's Cleft was the prison we broke into.
That's
I
correct,
like that.
yeah.
I like that we've made it worse for ourselves. That feels
Betray their own. Now, as
that feels very thiefy, very heisty.
Hi. I'm a little unsure what's gonna, like, break disguise. Like, are we still disguised after doing an act of violence? The Forge's Child. This hammer was the first to be cast out of a mold. It was brought into the world by Father Tenor, now sainted. So, the first to be cast out of a mold. That's not really, like, the first hammer, though. This is the first hammer. And this is the Sacred Skull of Saint Yora, a builder of vision and devout keeper of the faith. And there is definitely a lever on the back side of this.
Yeah.
Am I really not allowed to open the door while I'm holding a guy? Come on. Opening a door is a one-handed task. Garrett, just fucking throw him. I want to put him over
carrying
the
him.
wall. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to put him in a position here. Okay. There we go. There we go. Nobody's in that garden. I just wanted to huck him into the garden. So first of all, this is mine. Secondly, I didn't do anything obvious.
Well, what if you take the skull?
It's just a skull. It's not loot. I want to put
But
it
now use the lever.
Damn it. How did I go too far the second time? There we go. The first hammer.
No. Okay.
Well, don't ring the bell. Obviously.
Ye shalt not rob from the house of the builder.
I don't know if he, like, is aware of me, but he
Come
certainly...
out again, whoever thou be.
Yeah, I think my cover's a little blown.
Thou shalt thy trail of seasons.
Ow! Hit me in the dick. Come on, door.
I don't understand what you did to...
Well, I mean, he did find me in the room with the relics when one of them happened to be missing. I don't think that's actually an unreasonable... These guys are not super tough, as I remember it. Although, they fight okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think what happened there is just that I was in the room with the stuff was all fucked up.
Okay.
This is another barracks, and apparently I'm not allowed in those. I mean, we can actually catch what this conversation's about this time. Because these two are talking.
And finally act against evil when prodded with enough vigor.
Meanest thou the action on de Wall's studs?
Verily. Some have told me it was his own brethren who in sin didst turn him in.
Thieves betray their own. Now, as always,
Alright. Okay, sometimes someone does patrol these gates. They're the garden. So that's not ideal.
No, I assume them finding the body also would. Oh yeah, that's a good place to.
From what shadows, right?
That was weird. He had quite a reaction to not seeing me at all.
Yeah, just pile them on the roof. That's good.
Alright. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to hit the switch. Okay, this isn't a thing we can actually steal. And I'm going to not get caught in here. Alright, let's see if this creates a different situation from where they don't see through me immediately. It could be the case that once I steal a thing, the disguise is all over. I would hope that it wouldn't work that way, but you know.
That feels counteractive to the whole thing where you are a thief, the whole thief game.
No,
If you're in
seems like we're good.
disguise. Okay. You're handling this really well, sweetheart.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you get people chasing you a lot more, and you're handling this with a lot of skill, and I just wanted to say that
I knew it couldn't be a legitimate compliment. That was the reason I was reacting like that. It had to be something.
Whoa, wait a second. I give you legitimate compliments all the time.
Tariffs again, even on greens and meat. The wretched man serves only the merchants and his own greed. His grandfather cared less for his pocketed gold and more for his soul's health, but no longer. The builder's truth it is that men without belief do soften and fail as rotten wood.
So those are gold. There are staircases down. I can hopefully just figure out how to get down there safely without doing a dramatic move off of the balcony. I don't know if we're allowed to be in here. This might be pushing it. Hammerite Compendium of Precepts, Regiments, and Rules of Conduct, Volume 36. Time once past, the harlot did say to the priest, "Tarry a while, and wait upon thy duties." And the priest did tarry. And then was the harlot scourged with birch branches, and was the priest crushed beneath the great gears. For the path of righteousness leads ever upward, to where it is perilous to fall.
Yeah.
Huh. Pretty judgmental about harlots, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think harlots are great.
Temple authorization and access. Novices, as per the official books, are not permitted keys and are not allowed to enter restricted areas for any reason. These areas are to be designated by the standard red inverted hammer. Temple guardsmen are not permitted keys, but may enter restricted areas in pursuit of their function. Temple priests will be issued keys to most areas and are allowed in restricted rooms when authorized by the high priest. They are also, of course, allowed in their own quarters, but not in those of other priests. The high priest is granted the master key, has no restrictions to access, and will keep in his possession the holy symbol of the temple. Interesting.
Yeah. I would be more interested in that if we could, like, change disguises.
Yeah, it almost seems to suggest that you'll be able to, right?
Yeah.
Hammerite Compendium of Precepts, Regiments, and Rules of Conducts, Volume 141. When the builder came amongst his children and asked, "Who is it that hath spoilt this work?" Then didst his errant son answer, "I do not know." Then didst the builder cast down his son and smite him with his hammer. For is it not known that a mistake may be mastered, but a lie lasteth forever on the tongue? Is it? Great question. Volume 108. Mortar cannot hold when the stone is not strong and clean. Before beginning thy endeavors, look to thy material, both physical and spiritual. Volume 94. Guard thy tongue from falsehood, as thou guardest thy purse from a jackablade. Guard thy hand from misdeed, as they guardest thy house from fire lighters. I read it quickly as firefighters at first, and I was like, wait, what?
Jackablade is very good. I like that.
Jackablade is very good.
I like that better than Taffer.
For a second, I was like, what's wrong with firefighters? Is it like firefighters are too hot, and so you don't want them to go into your house because your wife will fuck them? Or, like the Iceman.
Like the what?
Like the Iceman.
I don't... What?
This is a thing. So it used to be that, for a home to have ice and, cold stuff, to put in the icebox. You'd have a delivery by the Iceman. Dude would come with big cartoon tongs and a block of ice. Well, the idea that the Iceman was too sexy and that your wife would definitely fuck him while you were at work was like a whole cultural thing, to the point where some houses had little almost like dumbwaiters to the outside so that the Iceman could deposit the ice into your home without ever having to be allowed into the premises. This was like a whole cultural anxiety.
I'm not familiar with this at all. I'm familiar with the concept of an Iceman, but I am not familiar with... But I should be, because there's that whole play about it.
Exactly.
The Iceman cometh.
And you're like, not in my house he won't. All right. Guard thy heart from doubt as thou guardest thy tools from corrosion, for thy faith and thy tools are the best that thou hast.
So this is basically like their Bible, right?
So it would seem.
I want the horny book.
Okay.
There's a horny book in the Bible.
Yeah, but that's...
I want the horny Hammerite book.
I don't think you can extend that to the idea of every religion's Bible. Hammerite's Compendium of Precepts, Regimens, and Rules of Conduct, Volume 53. To use thy chisel is to blunt its edge against the stone. To not use thy chisel is to waste its edge. This is literally damned if you do, damned if you don't.
This might also be the horny book. I'm not sure.
Oh, Volume 2. When the thief, hey, that's us, did cry to the master, "Release me, for I repent, and shall do good all my days." Then did the master strike the thief's hand from him with a blade. And the master said, "Go now and do good, for thy repentance has been paid."
So I would say...
Okay, so let's not get caught by Hammerites.
Yeah, I would say... Oh, that's a bad...
I'm not allowed to be in here.
Well, the door you came in wasn't one of those.
I'm waiting for the footsteps to recede. Where are my lockpicks? There we go.
So the point I was making wasn't that religious texts should be horny, though let's be honest, they should be. But that because the text here and the regalia of the Hammerites is very coded in a very... It's very Christian coded to me, as opposed to some other religions. That, especially given the kind of general European vibe of the setting, which is why I was joking about that, about wanting such an analog.
Yeah, this is that you just spent a bunch of effort explaining that you were saying exactly the thing I responded to. I know that's what you were saying. That's why I responded to that.
Okay, but oh, okay.
Hey, loot. Okay, this is gonna need another lock picking as well. Nope. Okay, I'm actually going to need a key to open that. Volume 199. A flaw in the gear will fate it to shatter. A flaw in the beam harbors the termite. A flaw in a man's righteousness encompasses his death. Volume 7. These are the ones that the normal people are not allowed to read for whatever reason.
Okay.
When the builder walks before thee and builds for thee a fortress, wilt thou go inside and shut the door? Or wilt thou say, Yes, and now I shalt raise one of mine own? I mean, the builder did build it for thee. I feel like it's rude to just be like, actually, builder, fuck your gift. Okay, as long as nobody touches that lock, they'll never know that we were messing with it. I think I'm allowed to be in here. I'm like a little leery of getting caught. This seems like it should be fine. Well, this is the chapel. I'm definitely allowed in the chapel, right?
Yeah.
I have to be allowed to come and pray.
Time was, the sinners we take was to have no second chances. They were dispatched forthwith to explain their misdeeds to their builder.
Our strength and resolve. 'Tis not what it once was.
And see what our weakness hath gained us. Crime and sin reach to the very heights of the city.
They don't understand us. They don't know obedience is that call the righteous man.
I love the way they mutter to themselves. So it seems like there's not really a lot else going on in this room. There's another one of those little golden hammers. I'm curious about something. Hold on. Gentlemen?
What thou doing? Hold a minute.
Thief! Thief! After him!
They do notice. That's cool. I'm actually really pleased with that. Okay, I think I'm not going to do that just yet. I don't know what that like powering down noise was though. That was weird.
Yeah.
All right, so how do we get upstairs? We can get downstairs. Lower floor base. I guess yeah, the locations are just lower, and the high priest is in theory somewhere on the lower floor maybe. All right, well I know how to get down. Huh. The powering down noise was not part of whatever just happened. Okay, well, weird.
Hast thought upon who is likely to succeed?
Okay, there are several doors here that we are not allowed to use.
Not thou blind,
That's fine.
is old.
Just gonna keep moving. Okay, there is stuff in this room worth stealing, but I gotta be real careful. Hi. Do you have a problem? Okay. That's my head, dude.
Oh, builder, help me!
Okay, that's not ideal. So they're like, he saw me and he saw that door open and that was all it took.
Yeah.
So you had to really be cautious.
I like that though.
Yeah, me too.
They seem smarter than previous guards.
Yeah, it's ironic that the thing that's actually happening here is that they've been given a very simple set of instructions because they are actually they are not as smart. But the simple set of instructions mimics a functional intelligence much better than the more complicated AI that we have now. Terrence, we are almost done converting the old kitchens into the new treasury. All of the kitchen stores have now been moved up from downstairs, and some of the church valuables have been moved down. Work should be completed within the week. Okay, so a lot of the valuable stuff's downstairs. No big surprises there. I'm a little concerned here. I think we're going to have to drop this dude to prevent him from finding the body. Oh, is he not? I see. Well, in any case, I'm dropping him to prevent him from finding that body. We'll we'll just put him in the room as well. Move stuff behind the table where it won't be as visible. Okay. You know, we've managed to avoid setting off an alarm at the very least.
Yeah.
That's something. I guess I should drink a health potion. That guard we fought really did a lot of damage to me.
Yeah, these guards being so tough, certainly.
Damn it. Garrett. You fucking asshole. That is not how the controls should work. There needs to be more than one button.
Apparently you can remap that.
I have 15 buttons for walk and one button for interact with everything in the universe. It's just, you know... Okay. All right, so what else is going on down here? Before we move down another level, there's this weird back hallway. It just leads... Hey, that's the thing. That's the Stone of Air.
Yeah?
I know not how to access it. It seems like that switch in there probably matters some, but also we got to figure out how to open these cages in the first place. Hold on. Actually, you know what? While we're here, let's quick save and try a thing or two. Yep, cool. Exactly what I was going for. Haha. Garrett, just fucking really reach. So there is another door into this room. It is accessible from below. I have never attempted to hit a switch like this, and it shouldn't work, but... Nope, okay, the wall here is... This is solid. For the purposes of collision. Which is ridiculous. Tell you what, I'm definitely not allowed down here. Ah. Boy, that drain is some good environmental storytelling.
Oof. Yeah.
Okay, none of these cells have anything in particular in them. That switch is going to be related to this thing. It's going to make a heck of a lot of noise. Somebody is sleeping in here.
Canst thou hear that? All is well now. 'Twas but the wind on the torches.
Indeed. But not going to go back to sleep, huh?
Intruder, who art thou? Thy weapons are nothing to me. Strike him, my hammer.
And thou shalt feel my hate.
I was hoping he was a civilian because he didn't have armor on, but he's some kind of wizard. Sort of the opposite of a civilian, really.
I shall find thee and crush thee.
Gonna quickly drink a health potion. I don't... He's getting further away. Okay, well, there's not actually anything right out there anyway.
Cease thy games and face me.
I'll cease my games when I'm damn good and ready. Volume 199. This is familiar. Take that. That's what I think of Hammerites. Sounds like he's close. can't tell. Did that hit him? Tough to... Okay. Tough to tell what's going on here. The sound is not really playing along.
Yeah.
Alright. Continuing to be stealthy.
Yeah, but now we know but people are starting to look for us.
Well, I mean, that guy's only looking for us because he heard the sound of me murdering his boss.
Yeah. But, you know, if someone finds a body.
Nobody's found a body yet.
Okay.
And that guy's room is in the corner of the basement. So I'm not confident anyone will find him. That priest didn't have a key on him, did he? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh my god,
You
come
know,
on.
I wonder if that sound we heard, the kind of mechanical sound that seemed timed,
Yeah.
you know, what if it had to do with the switch we pulled with the skull on it?
Oh, maybe.
It didn't seem to do anything.
Found all their money. This is where they keep their Montresors.
There's a switch.
Well, I turned something off. You didn't laugh at my Casco Amontillado joke, but I just thought you should know that it is very funny.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that to me. Explain that it was funny.
Yeah, it seemed like you needed it.
Yeah.
No shit, it's the Montresor's the one who builds the guy into the thing. It's because for the love of God. Shit. Never mind, it was still funny.
It was still funny.
It was still funny.
I like how that guy's hand is still all magic, even after he's dead.
Alright, let's go back up. Because I'm not confident we looted that floor thoroughly. How are we doing on loot? 933, okay. So this is the back hallway?
No, it might be.
Indeed, okay. This isn't just like a button I can press. No, it is not. Alright. Well, nor is this. We're probably not allowed to be back here either, would be my guess. Guessing I would get yelled at if somebody saw me. There is at least one more guard. Yeah, right there. Try not to walk into a doorway while he's looking right at me. Yeah, I was gonna say there's at least one more guard here, so I don't feel comfortable just like running around doing whatever I want just yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna handle this though. Fuck. Somehow that guy didn't see that. We're in pretty... We were in a spot of dim-ish lighting. The thing on the side of the crystal was yellow. So I assumed that's why I got away with that.
Yeah.
But apparently there's at least one more guard. Okay. Dramatic. How many damn guards do they need?
Well, they doubled the guards since
Yeah,
the
they-
prison.
They doubled the patrols, but like, what are they even guarding down here? You know, I guess we literally don't know the answer yet, but we're gonna find out.
I mean, they have a bunch of money that we stole. They have an air talisman. They have the first hammer.
There's another guy somehow. How many fucking guards?
I'm gonna guess 39.
You know, honestly, it seems like you might be on the right sort of wavelength there. You know, it does occur to me now that I may have been hearing people who are upstairs. This is, I don't want to say hidden, but it's certainly easy to miss. That's curious. I want to check out what's in all these little rooms around the,
Yeah.
Competent people.
that's just vandalism. I'm not doing that because I think it has any use to the mission.
No, I love that.
Okay. So there was a person in here.
Yeah. Is there still a person in there?
Let's find out.
The builder's hand strikes thee down at my call.
Will he know that I am here in this hidden part?
Stay in shadows forever.
No, actually. I think he went to the place where he last saw us.
Thou shalt not. I send thee.
Are you going to cast spells on me if I'm over here? The answer is you're not. So we heard the
hide him, though.
so we heard the sound again.
Yeah.
There we go. I was having a hell of a time picking his body up.
Do you want to hear a fun thing that I learned about this game?
Sure.
You were wondering about it before. The guards will notice bloodstains.
You know, you say this, but
Apparently they do. And that will alert them.
we have yet to see any evidence of it, I think.
I mean, generally the guards just chase you all the time anyway, so it's kind of hard to tell. Love you.
What are you trying to say?
I think you're doing a really good job this time.
Thank you. And also all the other times.
Well, you certainly did a job.
A complete job, a functional job. Mm-hmm. You might call it a winning job.
Mm-hmm.
If your goal is to get further in the game, perhaps even a handy job. Right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. Volume 77. What is a tree but a tower that withers and dies? I guess? What is a pond but a cistern that stagnates and fills with muck? What is a patch of ground but a road which cracks and washes away? That one's a worse because roads do that. That's
Especially in Michigan.
Yeah, especially in Michigan.
Yeah, that's not great. I feel like their whole worldview is bad. I will say though, sweetheart, I do think in my experience,
We have two different keys now.
you are one of the best at handy jobs.
Thank you. Easily the handiest. And I just want any other Translensians who are listening to hear that. Okay, I mean, let's check this one too. We're actually pretty close on the loot threshold. In fact, that was it.
Okay.
Volume 113. A stroke of thy chisel, Amabel, please. A stroke of thy chisel, once made, canst not be undone. But a stroke thou dost not make from fear is a worse flaw. Be not cautious, be correct. Stroke with confidence. That's what Thief. That's what Thief is here to tell us. The lessons. Okay, so where was that chest that we needed a key for? Was that on this level? Or was that when I fell? That was when I fell below, right?
Um,
I don't remember at all.
maybe.
My brain, there's so many holes in my brain. There was a chest somewhere. I don't think it was in here. I think it was further upstairs. Shit.
I think so, yeah.
But I don't remember what room. How is my memory so bad? So that goes down even further, and we probably do want to check that out.
You know what we should do sometime is just...
Actually, you know what? What's that?
We should write on the map when there's something you want to come back to.
Yes, that would have been a good idea. Especially since here we have a map that's like pretty well conforms to the shape of the actual situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been wise. And that is why I did not do it. So,
Yeah.
we picked up a hammer that was neither a loot item nor like a real item, but it also didn't go into my hands. Like, it's a thing that went into our inventory. And it is this hammer. Well, now, for some reason, that doesn't solve the whole problem. It solves the part that we don't actually need solved, because we could already get across the gap.
Yeah. Wait, what was...
Nothing. You're allowed to throw the first hammer.
Was that an objective?
No.
It's an objective complete.
Yeah, picking it back up was me stealing the first hammer. If we don't have the
Oh
first
my
hammer,
gosh.
that objective's not complete. All right, let's continue downward. Out of curiosity, mostly. Wait.
You know, you're also good at that too, sweetheart.
Ooh, hold on. I'm parsing it. I'm trying to find the insult.
No, I mean,
Where
you're
is it?
good
I
at
can't
handy
find it.
jobs
It's
and
like-
you're good at going down.
That is not what I said. You're right, but that's not what I said. You're right, and everyone should know it. Wait, where's the? I'm all turned around now.
Sweetheart,
Yeah.
you need to write on the map.
Well, the writing on the map wouldn't help here because this floor doesn't conform to, like, look at, that is not where we are.
Okay.
There's that, like, there's a totally just like a hallway that just incidentally has a way further down inside of it. Here, it's here. I was curious what was further beneath before we start worrying about how to solve the various problems. Oh, that's some man. Okay. Yoink. All right, that's fine. These people don't even need these urns. Probably. I hear someone. Yep, there he is. I am in perfect darkness. Perfect darkness.
Well done, sweetheart.
The dark over here is so perfect, it's like a requiem for my sanity. I think that's about it as far as urns on tombs go.
Was that a reference that I missed?
That was a reference.
What was it a reference to?
Reference to the incredible video game Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem.
Oh, okay.
One of the best Lovecraftian pieces of interactive media ever, in no small part because it's actually Lovecraftian and not just using the word Lovecraftian to mean there is a spooky tentacle.
Is there a spooky tentacle, though?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
there. Yes, there is. Yeah. Okay, we found the garden. Boy. Foul poverty, huh? So I wonder if we'll be allowed to just like walk around in the upper part of the temple now? Will people know? Will there be evidence upon us of our doings?
I mean, we're walking around probably with a giant sack filled with hammers and coins, so I...
True, true, true. Going sort of a roundabout way here. Out of curiosity. It was in the up position initially, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. So now you put it in the down position. We go back down to the room with the stone and see if that has lifted one of the gates, perhaps.
Yeah.
It has not. Grim.
I mean, I would assume then, if that's not the case, then the thing for it has to be somewhere nearby, right?
You would think so. So the Inquisitor's room is the only one on this floor. Inquisitor does not himself have any stuff. Or is there really anything in this room? Doesn't seem like there's any switches or anything. And like, we have the keys. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this switch. Actually, what that switch was turned to on. What was on? What did I just turn off? Well, it's worth a shot. What do we need to do here? It really bums me out that we don't know what the switch behind the skull thing did. That feels like it could be really important, right?
Yeah. How many? We found more than one switch, haven't we?
Yeah. We found two switches like this, where they had a labeled on and off, and we switched them to off.
Okay.
And then we found the switch behind that skull, which didn't seem to do anything either. There's a lot of like hidden switches, but not a lot of things getting altered by the switches. Because there was this back here. I guess I turned this one from off to on. It's not difficult to imagine this one being like, you know, for some of the machinery around here.
Yeah.
And the one that was marked on that we turned off near the rack obviously could have been for that torture device. But the skull one, I just have no idea.
I wonder if there are multiple switches that we need to all switch
Yeah, maybe.
in order to open the thing.
Maybe.
So I would say maybe if we find a switch, switch it to off.
So in theory, our map maker theorized that the lower floor with all the priest quarters had the high priest somewhere, probably. Oh, you know, we haven't gone outside to the graveyard. There was definitely there was loot in the graveyard, but the high priest was around here somewhere. Was the theory, and we found a key that probably marks a room as the high priest's room, or this guy was the high priest. Totally could be.
Yeah, maybe.
Seems like. And we took that key from this table, so I guess so. He had the hammer that made the bridge extend, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't really seem to have any other. Yeah, doesn't really seem to have anything else of value. There's no hidden switch on this thing. No, don't close. Random priest quarters is all very whatever. Oh, I just wasn't in here. That sound is very disconcerting.
Yeah.
All right, let me pop this with the key. Okay, that was just monetary value.
Can you do me a favor? Go back to one of the switches that you've switched already and see if it's changed position.
Sure. Hold on. I wanna go to the graveyard here while I'm nearby.
Yeah.
Before I forget. Okay, nothing of value here. Because, you know, there is loot that we can steal. We can desecrate these graves.
Yes.
And
Love
for
that.
my money, that means we should. Desecrating this grave is forbidden. That's the only one that's marked that way.
That's
Well, now that's interesting.
a switch.
So that was on. It is now off.
Okay.
In all of them they're on at the top and off at the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think probably only that one with the hammer is the one that's going to have that one.
Where a natural teeth, you ask it to report itself. Nay, you
So,
tear down and begin anew. So shall it be with all
I'm going to make sure they're all down. Right now they are not.
Yeah.
Right now they definitely aren't all in the down position. So let me go look at the skull one.
Which we know we had put down before. It's up. Okay. So I think what this is that we have to switch all of however many levers to off in a certain period of time.
Okay.
And if we fail the time, we hear that noise and the switches go back to on.
This is it. This is where the chest was that we couldn't open.
This feels like the kind of puzzle design they're going for here. Was there nothing in the chest?
It was empty, yes.
That sucks, shit.
But at least I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
It would have driven me crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Must you? I'm just kind of like running around trying to see if there are any other things we're missing. Okay, so down in the downstairs area,
Mm-hmm.
there is one such switch in the half remodeled room.
Okay.
And one switch at the torture rack, which is now in the on position.
Okay.
How do we know if we've got them all? Like, do we know that we haven't missed one?
I mean, we don't.
Shoot, wait. There's so many rooms. This is the one where you have to enter it from this side. Yep, that's in the on position as well.
That's 4 that we've done.
Yeah.
I would have assumed it would be 3. Just from, like, video game puzzle design
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, let's go have a look. Nothing.
No. So maybe we need one more.
Why is this even... Okay, this is that. I am a wall builder. Let my walls endure from season to season, year to year, and age to age. Let my walls stand while families toil, empires march, and empires fall. Armies march, and empires fall. I am a wall builder, and my walls will stand always as a shield against evil. This I pray, that will the master builder grant. And then we have another scroll here. Okay, well, apparently we had I picked up a scroll, and then there was a guy.
Okay.
The cage containing the talisman can only be opened when the 5 locks have been released. The lock
Okay.
releases are in places, various places about this temple. One resides with Brother Mason. One is behind the skull of Saint Yora. One is in the kitchen by the oven. One is behind the rack which loosens men's tongues. One is behind the keystone tree. The locks must be released within the span of 5 minutes. Okay. The keystone tree will be the one that we're missing then.
Okay.
To the garden. It's the only place I can imagine. It might be a a metaphorical tree like in a painting or something, but I'm pretty pleased with having found 4 of them with just
Yeah.
natural scrounging around in the video game skills.
So what do you think of this mission?
I'm
I'm going to ask this question every time we do a
I
mission.
can't get outside from here. Shoot. Well, because I'm on the wrong floor, aren't I? The door out to the place is going to be down here. Keystone tree, keystone tree. Boy, none of these trees look particularly
Keystone-y?
significant at all, yeah. So far I like this one. God damn it.
Okay, well, we got... That's annoying.
Literally, like, as I was clicking. Yeah, I think that the undercover aspect of it adds some interesting tension where like you're trying to get away with things and you're not sure if you're going to get caught and
The guards seem dangerous enough compared to normal guards. I am telling you what a good job you did overcoming them, sweetheart.
Thank you, I suppose. So outside. It's true, I am not allowed as an initiate to be fiddling with the secret switches. Sorry, as a novice. And then we can just use these stairs right here. To get down to the crypt, and then up through the crypt. Yeah, overall I like this one. This is a cool kind of mission. I am digging the thing. I am a little, if I'm honest, feeling like this gameplay loop needs some more change ups at this point. Really, we've seen a lot of these missions. But yeah, this one's good.
Yeah, there have been a couple levels that felt kind of fresh. There's this one and the Constantine level.
The Constantine level was good. I like that. Just give me something real weird. That's fine. Then we want to go all the way to the north here. This is not actually probably north, but I've decided this direction. In my head, the map I have of this place is oriented. Okay.
Okay, that's letting us know that you got a situation.
Yeah, in my head, the map I have of this place is oriented such that we are now facing south.
I like the Opera House in theory, but I think in actuality it was not necessarily the strongest.
This is so weird. This is such a fucking trap. Right? Why would you have to walk into this cell to fucking... This is...
Well, you saved. Let's...
The bridge did disappear. It needs to be demagicked. I don't... Did I bring a gas arrow? Did we do this before? Did we, like, shoot them with a thing of their element? No.
No.
I, like, literally, I can't pick it up. Constantine's sword isn't helping. Well, this is a problem. I thought we were done. Yeah, trying to touch it is hurting me for 2 shields. Damn it, I was trying to drink a potion. Once again, there being only one button catches me.
So, that scroll...
I'm throwing this hammer at it. Damn it. Throwing this hammer at it. Well, yeah.
The scroll said something about having to say a prayer.
He who removes the talisman must first recite the prayer of the wall builder. So, I mean, I have the prayer of the wall builder. I literally cannot do that. I can open the papyrus.
Mm-hmm.
Do I just... Nope. Touching it with the papyrus selected doesn't do the thing.
Try crouching.
That time it did work, for whatever reason. Well, good news about this alarm. Not really a lot of people left to hear it. The top level is going to be perhaps a little bit treacherous.
A little dicey, yeah.
So I think we want to go back up this side. I might not be able to get through this without fighting a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Like just mashing the use button on that scroll eventually did the job. It's really shitty that it was not immediate. Actually, you know what? I do have gas arrows, don't I? Okay. So, I think, here's my brilliant plan.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a rope arrow? Ooh, wait, maybe I don't have a rope arrow? Yeah, we don't have a rope arrow, never mind. I was gonna shoot a rope arrow into that, climb to the top, and just try to leap out over the wall there.
Yeah.
Which I think is like a pretty solid plan. Can I stand on this? Damn it. Garrett. Stand up. And then jump when I tell you to jump. He does not like to jump.
No.
Aha! There we go. We're out in that area that I noted might be useful as an escape.
I also like that this mission's one we did in about an hour.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm not necessarily opposed to like a longer, more involved mission, but I need it to be like, I need there to be actual stuff in it the whole way instead of like large portions of it being nothing. Walking back and forth in the same hallways. Okay. I think that's pretty successful. That feels like a pretty successful thieving. I did murder 5 people, but I knocked out more people than I murdered. So there's, that's something.
You did really, as I was saying, you showed a lot of skill. You did really good. You get 2 in 1 episode.
You have to try harder. You're just not trying hard enough, I think.
I don't. He did say, shall we not use this power as our enemies used it unto us? Do we not carve their wild forest into our beams and boards? Do we not tame their raging streams to carry our boats? And in their youth and foolishness, did brother say, yes, let us.
With the talismans, I'll be able to break the wards on the cathedral. It's time for me to retrieve the eye and bring it to Constantine. Last time I was here, the eye was inside, in plain sight on the main altar. I just have to grab it and leave. But that won't necessarily be easy if the place is as haunted as it looked before. So if things get tough, there is another way out. Through the gate in the cloister, behind the cathedral. The sooner this ordeal is over with, the better. When I get paid for this job, I'm gonna retire in style.
It has been really like an absurd amount of work, this job. All right, grab the eye, leave the cathedral, prepare for 12 additional objectives. All right, we did pretty well on the money there. First things first, always health potions, always. So we have some fire arrows, we have all of the talismans, we have a single holy water. 2 fire arrows, and I'm inclined to want more. Note that we do not have even a single rope arrow. I'm going to take a couple. I don't know that it will be necessary to have more than a couple. Never mind. There are rope arrows. They're down here. They're at the bottom. In that case, I don't know that we do need these because now that I'm better at preserving our rope arrows, like grabbing them back and stuff, it turns out we generally don't need very many permission. Fire arrows, on the other hand. If there's a bunch of hammer haunts and shit in there, I want fire arrows. water arrows to go with our holy water. And then we still have 558, and we don't get to carry anything over. So we have 20 broadhead arrows. It's hard for me to imagine the moss arrows being terribly... how am I going to use 5 even, much less 10? The mines are a trap.
Have you even used 5 moss arrows this entire game?
I don't think so. Here, I know you wanted us to try the flash bombs more.
Yes, please. Thank you.
They're not
You
going to
spoil
work. They're
me.
not going to work, and they're going to give you a migraine, but I will buy them for you.
Thank you. You spoil me, sweetheart.
Okay, at least they're not going to make us run through the whole damn district again. They dropped us right at the cathedral. Whew. All right. That said, we are definitely out of time for tonight. That's going to be it for us for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. That's definitely one of my favorite missions of the game so far.
Yeah, it was rad.
Thumbs up to Undercover. When you come back next time, presumably I'm going to have to fight a whole lot of hammer haunts, and that's something that I'm sure Amabel is going to just mock me mercilessly during the entirety of. So if that's your favorite part of the show, good news. Come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.